Hello, my name's Piers Hernu. I'm 45, I'm a journalist, and I'm a patron of Thyroid UK. My thyroid story started back some 25 years ago or something, when I was about 21. I'd left university and got a job in the city as an options broker. And things were going quite well after my first year. But then, for some reason unbeknownst to me, I ran out of energy fairly rapidly, and I discovered that I was having trouble with the mathematical side of things, adding up. I was having trouble thinking, basically, and talking and communicating and sort of forgetting words, and there was a sort of fog in my mind, and that, added to that, was sort of some depression and general confusion. So I had to leave work, and it was disturbing. The idea was that I'd come back, but I didn't. I went home to my mother's flat in Sussex, and I had to live with her, and it, progressively got worse. There were panic attacks, I had no energy, I seemed to live in a sort of bubble of the present. I couldn't go out. I had emotional lability. I think that was best illustrated when my mother gave me a crumpet and I spilt the butter on the sofa, and she sort of shouted at me and I burst into tears. I think that frightened her as much as it did me. But anyway, this horrible scenario went on. It was literally a struggle from day to day to exist. Being asleep was okay, but being awake was a nightmare. And it went on for a couple of years until I'd been through all sorts of doctors and acupuncture and goodness knows what, and the company doctor who put me on antidepressants and all that rubbish. None of them did any good, and I was desperate. And then eventually, through sheer chance, my mother's partner at the time was a financial advisor who had a client called Dr. Barry Peatfield, who said, well, this is the type of thing I deal with, send the boy along to me. So, eager to try any avenue, I went along, spoke to Barry, who looked at me with his forensic stare, and immediately he said to me, have you ever had your tonsils out? And I thought, well, yeah, actually, a couple of months before this all happened. He put me on some thyroid and some adrenals, cortisone, and, within about 4 to 6 weeks, I sort of gradually woke up from this nightmare and started living my life again. And, I'm on 200 to 250 micrograms today, and have been ever since, and have pursued a fairly successful and happy life. So it's all down to Barry. And now I'm a patron, and the reason I'm a patron is because it makes me sound like an adult. But the other thing is, thyroid needs to be, the deficiencies and the problems with thyroid are very little known about in this country, and it just helps raise awareness. So anything I can do to help, and anything I can do to help people who have been in my situation, then it's all good from my point of view. Thank you.